let's now bring in Hakki Ocal, who is a political analyst and a lecturer over at Ibn Khaldun University. Joins me now from here in Istanbul. Hakki, good to see you. Help us understand, put this into an historical perspective. I mean, how does the July 15th coup compare to past coups in Turkey?
The only difference is this: in the previous coups, the tutelar democratic forces or Vesayet powers in Turkey, which consists of army and some bureaucrats, high-ranking bureaucrats, and the high-ranking members of the private sector, rich people, and then they seek some sort of blessings from the United States. In those three major coups, that was the case. Now we know for sure from the biographies and memoirs and everything. The difference in the July 15th ones is it was not organized by directly the military or other tutelar groups, but a cult. And this cult was created and survived by the United States people. Some people in the United States government. We call them neocons, and the perpetrators of this organization goes back to early 50s, and it was some sort of left behind political groups within NATO or Gladio organization. And Fetullah Gülen, or the mastermind of this coup, was a member of that NATO group.
Explain to our viewers how a group like FETO becomes so powerful within the state apparatus, and they have the resources, the courage to actually go through with such a thing and actually grow without much notice.
Alican, their action was actually a reaction to what was happening for the last 60, 70 years. And the Turkish people were denied basic religious rights. They were not able to practice their religion in their daily life. They were not allowed to teach their religion to their children. Therefore, there was this reaction in the people against those tutelar groups, the army and other secular bureaucrats. And depending on this reaction, the Fethullah Gülen group really built their own action based on this reaction. And everybody thought that, hey, they are simple, very, very religious groups defending for our religious rights and everything. Actually, they fooled the people with God, with religion, very easily, because we, all Turks, all the folks of people, thought that they were actually a very legitimate fighters of the very legitimate demands of Turkish people. Well, apparently, that was not the case.
Hakki, tell me this. Where is Turkey now 5 years on?
Oh, yeah, two things, Alican. We now know that the army or any other groups like those who committed this crime before are not going to be able to do it. Yet, we didn't really come to terms with this FETO group. They are still within many associations, many organizations. They infiltrated many groups, NGOs everywhere. However, we have to be careful. President Erdogan cleverly said that this group had three layers. On the basic level, on the bottom of everything is a religious belief, and then there is some commercial interests created by this group, and then at the top there is this treason against the government, against the country. Now, when you are dealing with such treason, many layers of treason, you have to be careful. I mean, you shouldn't be punishing low-level people. sometimes at some points there were this confusion in that fight. So from now on, it is 50 years. We have to be more careful when we are dealing with this group, and we are still doing this. We are not there yet. We are starting to deal with our involvement with that.
Hakki Ocal, always a pleasure having you on. Thanks for coming on and sharing your thoughts.